Uh-oh.
Righty. So I would say that we're live on Facebook now.
Okay.
And
You'll excuse me for a minute. My battery's out on my guitar. I'm gonna go grab a tuner.
righty. And what happened to Harry? Oh, you got okay, so we can talk about that for a minute. We're gonna have
Yeah, I was getting my guitar
we're
out of
live
the
on
case.
Facebook for the Wednesday night, every Wednesday night virtual open mic for Dallas Songwriters Association between 7 and 9 o'clock. Our host tonight was supposed to be Alan Larson, but he's in Houston, and we'll be there probably for the next few weeks. We miss Alan, and we're praying for Ann. And so our substitute host tonight will be Keith Dodson. And while he's getting ready, we'll just tell you that I'm Barbara McMillen, and we've got Harry Hewlett on the line as well. And tomorrow Harry's going to be producing the Dallas Songwriters Spotlight on Jolie Hope. And that's at 7 o'clock tomorrow night, streaming live to YouTube, and I will be hosting that. And so I hope you all will tune back in again tomorrow night at 7 to see the beautiful and dynamic Jolie Hope, who was our Young Songwriter Contest winner from 2022. And she's currently in school at Belmont in Nashville, but home for the summer. So we're going to catch her while she's home and do an hour with Jolie Hope. So none of us are ready to play. Hey. So did you get tuned up, Keith?
I think I'm tuned up. I bought those $5 strings at the guitar show. They're nice and flexible, but boy, they sure don't hold up the tuning very well.
They don't stay in tune.
And then it's hard to get them back into tune. So I think maybe I'll just have to go back to what I was using before.
What brand were those strings?
DR.
Yeah, I think I have a set too. I think.
Yeah, I picked them up. They were $5 a pop, so I bought 4 sets and put them on 3 of my guitars, and I got 1 spare set. I like the feel, and they're nice. They're low tension, so they're very easy to bend. But I don't know.
So they might be for a certain type of player.
Yeah. So I don't know. I've got on my collapsible guitar, and they really don't do that well. So I think stretching them when you put the neck in place and each time, I think that was a little tough on them. So I think I'll go back to Martin's at least on that. I may give one more shot on Rachel here. Let's see. So I need to come up with something to play. And well, let's see. Oh, no, I did that 2 weeks ago.
Well, that's okay.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'll go back to my old standard. It's the easiest one for me to play. And this is Needing a Capo. Now that I'm all tuned up, let's mess it up. I'm rethinking the keys of a lot of my songs. I'm finding they're better in a higher register.
Getting them in your, a better voice register for you, huh?
Yeah. I was doing so I hadn't done these in years, but I did some vocal exercises, and since I don't sing in a choral ensemble anymore, my top end has gone down like 3 full tones. I used to be able to hit a B flat above middle C. Now I'm just barely getting to F. I need to exercise my voice more again.
Yeah, that happens.
Hi, Ace.
Use it or lose it.
There's Ace. Okay, so I'm
I made it.
figuring
Eventually,
the order is myself, Barbara, Harry, and Ace.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Okay, and we got 4 of us tonight. We know Bill and Alan will not be here tonight. Well, anyway, here's probably my most overplayed song.
We're just trying to stay cool tonight, aren't we?
What's that?
I said, we're just trying to stay cool tonight.
Yeah. Oh, hey, it's how about original sound?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Bill
Okay,
usually
original
tells us about
sound is
that.
on. Well, my tuner's saying that's fine. Well, okay. Anyway, if it sounds out of tune, blame my snark. Young rattlesnake Rita was a cattleman's daughter. She danced with a rattler she found near Sweetwater, a-strutting the stages of the great Lone Star State. But dancing with a diamondback is dancing with fate. Now dance, Rita, dance. You know it seems such a strange circumstance. Oh, you look so demure with your reptile de jour, but you're taking a terrible chance. Yes, you're taking a terrible chance. Dimebox Danny fell in love with sweet Rita, saw her on the stage, well, he just had to meet her. He stood at the stage door that very same night. When Rita saw Danny, it was love at first sight. Now sway, Rita, sway. Oh yes, it looks like true love's come your way. But a serpent gets jealous when you're out with other fellas. He can come back and bite you someday. Yes, he'll come back and bite you someday. And the stars in the West Texas sky smile down on the love now, rising like a new butterfly. Oh, they strolled down the lane, but that viper was quicker. He wrapped round Rita's leg just to try and to trip her. Rita, she stumbled, she fell on her fanny, and as she went down, that old snake bit poor Danny. Now cry, Rita, cry. Oh dear Lord, don't let poor Danny die. But the toxic old venom already in him, he was bound for the sweet by and by. Yes, he's gone to the sweet by and by. Well, that is the end of my tragic little story. Rita's in mourning, Danny's gone to glory. And of that Ophidian the people did dread. Well, they grabbed that slimy varmint and they cut off his head. Now learn, yes, Rita, learn, these toxic relationships spurn. You know it's all black and white with companions that can bite. Some bridges you just have to burn. Oh, rattlesnake Rita, some bridges you just have to burn. Phew.
All right, I was hearing some distortion on some of your louder, when you got higher in your
Okay, the
song.
vocally. All right. I am
Anybody else hear
using
that?
I am using a new mixer. So let me back off on the microphone a little bit, and we'll see if that on the next round we'll see if that improves things. So I'm using a new system here, and so hopefully I'll get this all balanced out. The one thing that's different on this one is that the master volume doesn't seem to affect the USB out. So I have to change everything individually. And I'm not plugged in with the guitar, so that's all going through the mic. Is the balance okay that way?
I think the balance was, well, your voice was a lot louder, but we could still hear your guitar fine.
Okay.
Yeah, the
Well, I might
balance was okay, just kind of loud.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll back off then on the master. And
So you're saying the master doesn't control the volume?
doesn't
the
control the
USB?
volume going out the USB. It controls the volume going out the mains. So I'm using a 12 channel mixer instead
Well,
of just
that's a little bit of an overkill, Keith, isn't it? Are you expecting a
yeah.
band?
Well, I also use this when I'm gigging. So because my old mixer did not have effects, and I thought I'd like to add a little reverb.
Oh,
So that's what's going on there, and so I figured, well, I got this here, since I was kind of the old one. You had to, in order to hear what was going out the USB, you had to take the, well, not if you wanted to hear what was coming in the USB, you had to and hear what you were doing in your mix. You had to take the effects out and put it into the control room and it was just kind of a jury rigged system there. So I thought this one's already got the effects built in, and it's got a separate monitor set. But I discovered when I was trying to make some just little video recordings to test the output levels, I noticed that the main volume fader doesn't affect what's going out on the USB, and I think that's because this one's designed so that you can use it with a digital audio workstation, and so it doesn't take the mains going in.
so you're not using an interface then?
No, I'm using the mixer itself is a USB interface.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
but it's designed more, I
That
guess,
just
for
sounds too
multi-tracking.
complicated for what you need.
This is actually, I love this kind of stuff. I was an electrical engineer for 39 years, so
So you
this is
want
the
it to
fun part. Now, the hard part for me is figuring out how I need to adjust the EQ and stuff like that to make it sound good. But I know how everything's wired, and I know how to cross-wire things, and I can do really
That
neat
puts you
stuff
light
with that.
years ahead of me, my friend.
So you have to monitor your headphones needs to be out of your computer instead of that mix board.
No,
Because-
the headphones are fine because I've got a monitor for each track, and then I've got and
But
then
then
one.
you don't. But then you can't hear the volume. If your master volume doesn't work for going out to
Oh, right. I
USB,
can't tell.
You
that's
can't tell
why
the
I'm.
volume. That's why
That's
you didn't hear the distortion.
That's the one issue I've got.
Yeah.
But
So if
I
you
didn't even
monitored
have.
your computer, you could hear the distortion and then tell where to turn it down to.
Yeah, but I had that same problem with my old mixer. So anyway, with that said, I think I'm going to mute myself here, and it's time for. Oh, could you make me a host?
Oh, I need to make everybody a host. I mean, not everybody, but a few people. That's right, I need to do that. All right, here we go. Host. I'll give one to Harry too, in case you fall off your stool. or leave the room. Okay.
That was a real vote of confidence, wasn't it?
Anyway,
Why
I'm
don't
going to
why
mute
don't you give a
myself.
couple days?
And now it's time for Barbara McMillen.
Hey, listen, you never know what's going to happen. Now, let me
Yeah.
tell you, yesterday I was watching the national news and I see these houses sliding off into the canyon in
Oh,
California. Did
oops.
you guys see that?
Yeah, that was not want to be there. Yeah.
Okay, so that's Rolling Hills Estate in southern Los Angeles County. I recognize those houses. I've been in one.
Wow.
It was my friend's mother's house. He grew up in that house.
Oh my.
And they all kind of they all had the red roofs on it. They all, you know how they
Yeah.
all are built the same, look the same and stuff. I called him and he didn't even know how close his mother was to the houses that were sliding out.
Oh.
And I was sitting here freaking out, and he's living in New York and she's out in Southern California and she's like 90 something, so it's not a good thing, I hate the sliding into down the canyons.
Yeah,
and I'm
definitely
glad I'm
bad.
not in Vermont floating away.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know
definitely.
what to think about. This,
Well, they
what's
said
the
that
world-
dam in Vermont's about to overflow and they're not going to be able to stop it after that.
Good
That's
God.
And
right.
the town's already underwater.
I hope people are getting out of there.
I
Yeah.
hope so.
I mean,
Such
I
a
told,
pretty state too.
Yeah, I mean, I told Bill I think he needs to go evacuate his mother or something. I was kind of worried about that, or call the fire department and see, how many houses down it is because the same canyon is the same canyon that her house is at. So anyway, I was freaking out about that yesterday or last night mostly. But life goes on, doesn't it?
Yeah. At an alarming pace.
I feel the wind a blowing.
We're not getting your keyboard.
Really?
Yep.
Well, that's not good. You don't hear anything? Do you hear drums or anything?
Nope, we just hear the plastic
Check-
keys
Yeah.
getting clicked. That's all we hear.
Do you hear it?
Yeah.
Okay. No, we're not getting it.
God. Let
We're
me
all
try.
having issues with our interfaces.
I know. I mean, let me try it with the original sound off.
No, it's the Ruskies, right?
Can you hear it? Can you hear the
Oh.
drums now?
Nope.
No sound.
Huh. And I'm seeing it I'm seeing it light up. All right, let me see. Can you hear it now?
Nope.
All right. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to pass until I figure out what's going on. I hear it coming out of my interface into my earbuds. So
But it's not making it to the. Do you have your mic switched to maybe the built-in mic, and you're not? What are your Zoom
Okay,
settings
wait
for
a
your
second.
microphone?
Let's try this. You're right.
That sounds better. Your
changed
voice does.
itself. Can you hear the piano now?
No.
I heard it for a second. Do you have the original sound on?
Okay, let me turn it back on now.
Now we hear it.
Okay. All right.
Hear the
Well,
drums, huh?
that's weird because it changed itself. I had checked it when I first started.
Did you maybe switch it to the internal mic for the meeting last week?
No, I'm saying tonight I checked it. I had
Oh,
it
wow.
off
Okay.
and turned, so it switched itself back somehow.
There you go.
Well, all right. Yay.
There we go.
I feel the wind a blowing, cold upon my back. Its icy teeth are biting like a mad dog pack. I know I had it coming. Here we go again. drums are way too loud, aren't they? Oh, turn them down a bit. That's another thing to change somehow.
Yeah, we're getting more drum than keyboard. I'm not getting much bass there at all.
See if I can turn
That
it-
sounds more balanced.
If I'd have killed that demon, but I never was that strong, it might have turned out different, yeah. I knew it all along. I know I had it coming. Can't outrun cocaine. I'm so numb from stumbling, don't even feel the rain. I hear a voice is saying, take that first step of 12 and do a lot of praying to climb that ladder out of hell. A brand new day is coming. I get that demon tame. I'm so numb from stumbling, don't even feel the rain. God, I don't know what's going on.
You got there. That's all that counts.
Okay, Harry, what's wrong with your setup now? We'll find out here in a minute. And it's time for Harry Hewlett.
Well, have no fear. Have no fear. I want y'all to look at this first. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Tomorrow night, Jolie Hope, DSA Songwriter Spotlight with host Barbe McMillen right here on our show tonight. Thursday, July 13th, 2023, 7 to 8 p.m. That's tomorrow night. It's going to be live on YouTube.
Live on YouTube or Facebook?
YouTube.
YouTube, okay.
Yeah, and then it will be posted on YouTube, and it will also be posted on our Spotify podcasts. And Jolie, she's 18 years old. She was the winner last year of our Young Songwriters Contest, and she puts on quite a show. She's a showman, or a show lady, I guess you'd call it. But
I got to introduce her at the Wounded Ostrich.
yeah.
We
That's
went out
her
to
right
see her at Guitars and Growlers,
Yeah,
too.
wow.
there. Yeah, okay. And then through
That was fun.
And as far as mixing my sound tonight, don't y'all worry. So Keith had 39 years experience studying double E at wherever, and I had 39 years experience studying how to use the AM radio on the dashboard of a 55 Chevrolet.
Just press the center button and go.
Well, that was kind of complicated, something, particularly if you had a date. You tried to have your arm around your date and trying to drive and all that kind of stuff, but I figured it out. Okay, here we go. Pleasure to be here tonight. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it if you want it. Gonna give love to you. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it. You're gonna get it if you want it. Gonna give love to you. Well, you act like a lady when I hold you tight. You act like a lady when we kiss goodnight. You act like a lady when you tell me no. No, babe, the way you won't let go. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. You gonna get it if you want it. Gonna give me love to you. gonna get it. Doot, doot, you gonna get it. Doot, doot, you gonna get it. Doot, doot, you gonna get it if you want it. Gonna give love to you. Well, you act like a lady when we're in a crowd. You act like a lady when no one's around. You act like a lady, never cuss or swear. Oh, babe, the way you whisper in my ear, you gonna get it. You gonna get it. Get it if you want it. Gonna give love to you. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. You gonna get it. Get it if you want it. Gonna give love to you. That's it. Thank you very much. Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Well, apparently the equipment gremlins have gone away. That was well mixed there, Harry.
Yes,
Good.
like a fine drink.
And now we'll see if we continue with this broken curse. Here's Ace Pounder.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Because, you know, Barb knows that anything involving technology and me is like not a good thing. But one good thing is I am really enjoying this guitar now. This is the one that Rob Case reworked for me and reset up and just went through. And all of a sudden it sounds like a real jazz guitar. It's very cool. I'm really enjoying it. I mean, I'll go back to playing the Telecaster and stuff, but this is very cool. So anyway, to use the coolness of the sound, I'm going to do one of many love songs I wrote for my beloved. If I get the chords right, yeah. This is called You'll Always Be Just Beautiful to Me. I look your way and feel you sway my heartbeat. Yes, you're the lass who once enchanted me. The youngsters say together we are so sweet. You'll always be just beautiful to me. To me, you're still the golden sun in wintertime. A few lifelines can't obscure that truth from me. Confident, you waltz through life in perfect time. You'll always be just beautiful to me. Your glance still flashes stormy grace and beauty. Now deeper and more complex like vintage wine. And frankly, you are still quite a cutie. I always melt when you put your hand in mine. That I'll always be just beautiful to me. Well, I'm still a goofball when you smile and giggle. My heart still jumps when you look back at me. The twinkle in your eyes remains a riddle. You'll always be just beautiful to me. You'll always be just beautiful to me. There. or the lovely Suzanne.
Hey, were you plugged in or are you playing acoustic? Oh,
No, I'm plugged in.
okay.
This is-
sounds great.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's Rob. He did miracles with this guitar. It's really all of a sudden just wonderful. So, but it's a real jazz guitar. You know, it's got the, you know, you can play this acoustically. I think it doesn't sound as great as like a Martin or something, but with it's plugged in and all this stuff.
Does it have the cigarette burns on the headstock?
No, it does not.
It does not.
Yeah,
Well,
right.
You gotta,
But I don't smoke cigarettes, so
well, you
it's
have to get
just-
someone that does and just leave one burning for
I
about
mean,
30
I
minutes.
do
Yeah.
smoke an occasional cigar, but somehow sticking a cigar in your headstock would be kind
Yeah.
of weird.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
All right, I guess it's back to me. So, are those levels better?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. We'll see if this will go a little better. That's the 12 o'clock sitting. I can't believe it. Is she the girl of my dreams, or is she a nightmare? She may not be what she seems. Maybe she's lonely. Maybe she's willing. Maybe she's taken. How to approach her? Don't really know the right way. Here comes the panic. Never know what to say. Will she start laughing? Will she start running? Or just ignore me? So is no really so bad? It's the fear I've always had, but that fear is certainly less than the fear she might say yes. Then where would I be? Could I take it from there, or would I falter? Man, I don't have a prayer. She'll find me boring. She'll find me awkward. Or she'll just ghost me. So is no really so bad? It's the fear I've always had, but that fear is certainly less than the fear she might say yes. Well, there she goes now. Guess I missed my shot. It's getting to me. You know it happens a lot, just like the last time. She gave me no time. Well, maybe next time. Yeah, maybe next time.
Keith, next time you do that and I'm around, I demand to play lead night with you.
I would love that. I would love that. Maybe we can do it at Love and War.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be great. So we just need to make sure we're on stage together.
So you're that song is in E flat?
Let's see.
Well, I wasn't even watching.
Yeah, it's in E flat.
Yeah, I like
I'm
the chords
capoed
there.
on the 3rd fret, and I'm playing C major 7.
Right, so it's E flat.
and F
yeah.
major
Yeah,
7.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I like the
It's
chords,
cool.
but it took me a whole song to figure it out. I'm not very good in the black keys.
oh wow, I don't have any black keys on my guitar.
That's right. That's right.
Isn't there a band called the Black Keys? I think my daughter
Yeah.
used to
Yeah.
listen to.
Yes, there are.
All
It's a
right.
damn good band too.
Yeah, they are.
I need to
They
listen
can
to it. I've probably heard it. I just didn't know who it was. I know who Jack White is. Anything Jack White was my daughter's. Oh man,
He
White
seems like an
Stripes.
interesting guy too.
White
yeah.
Stripes,
Yeah.
White Stripes, and the Raconteurs, and I found a video of the Raconteurs with Jack White and Ricky Skaggs playing
Oh,
one
I
of their
love
songs
Ricky
together,
Skaggs,
and it's
yeah.
really good. And what's her name? Something Monroe. I don't think she's any relation to Bill Monroe.
Punk bluegrass.
Yeah, kind of. It's really good too.
So what made you pick E flat to play in?
I originally did it in D, and decided my voice wanted to go up a little higher. So I'm experimenting with keys right now just to see where my voice falls.
Yeah, I liked your voice in that. There was a plaintive quality, which is what you want.
That's a good key. You know the deal about black keys, right?
I don't
No.
know.
They have different overtones than white keys.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
there's
didn't know
there's
that.
certain keys that have certain different kinds of overtones that like the key of C is like a real major and bright key.
Right.
But if you get into like E flat or D sharp, or D flat, those keys are, and B flat. A lot of singers like to sing in B flat.
That's why they're singers,
Yeah,
not actual musicians who realize that it's a pain in the kazoo to play in B.
play a B flat, but it's the overtones. For a love song, the black keys are great. Because it gives a warmth. They have warm overtones.
Wow.
Cool.
That's
Very
good
cool.
to
So,
know.
so that was a good
I always
key to
heard it
move that
said
up to.
you could tell what genre a guitarist plays by listening to the first chord he plays. If he plays a G, he plays bluegrass.
Yeah.
If he plays a C, he's a traditional folky. If he plays a C major seventh, he's a modern folky. And if he plays any chord that requires it 3 to 4 to 5 characters to type out, then he's a jazz
That's right.
player.
That's right.
So anyway,
E flat
after,
diminished.
after a wonderful expository on black keys, which is very educational, we'll now let Barbara McMillen take center stage here.
All right, I'm going to do a theatrical song, and I need to do this every once in a while because it's got too many chords in it and I'll forget how to play it. I'm not going to tell you what the title of it is till the end of it. Did you ever see the company of two men in blue coming toward you and you're smoking a joint? You stop and point and stare. They come in the yard by the St. Bernard, look around a while. As you sit there and smile, then you realize they're categorizing the cannabis growing there. And then you slowly stand and you turn to walk toward the door. You think you should run, but don't jump the gun. Try not to leave in a roar. Would you know what to do if the man in blue comes through the door looking for more of that same green stuff he found in the rough in the yard? Then would it be wise to try and disguise the other stuff around, or head for town, or simply to scram as fast as you can and skip the retard? But then you slowly stand and you turn to walk toward the door. You think you should run, but don't jump the grunt. Try not to leave in a roar. It's called The Bust.
All right.
A rather fast ending, may I say.
It
Almost
caught me
dropped
by
my pick.
surprise. It caught me by surprise there. And now we are to Harry.
Okay, now this song is in A flat key, but I'm not sure which one. I think it's in the key of E. It has to be because I got my harmonica on. Either that or right. Here we go. Oh, hang on.
Wait, no, are you playing a cross harp or a chromatic harp or which one?
I am playing a cross harp tonight for all you techies out there.
So, okay, so if you're in the key of A,
I'm in
then
the-
you've got a D harp or
I've got an A harp on, so I'm in the key of E.
E. Okay.
Right there, E. You know, when I played in the band, in the high school band, I played baritone and everything. The instructor, the band instructor, he'd go up there and he'd say, "Okay, concert C." We tuned to a concert C. I never knew what a concert C was. I played bass clef. But
That's
is
because
this
some of those instruments, if you play a C, it's not really a C.
No, it wasn't. So what the hell was a concert C?
Well,
A
the
C.
concert C is the C that you and I know. But if you're playing, say, a saxophone, the saxophone is a transposing instrument. That means
It's
if you,
B flat. So if you play a B flat on the saxophone, it sounds like a C. So to play a concert C on the saxophone, you'd have to play a B flat. Is that correct, Keith?
yeah, it's something like that.
Yeah.
Because there's
Okay,
because
here-
what they do is they want the fingering the same for like a baritone sax and a tenor sax
Yep,
and an
yep.
alto sax. They have the same fingerings and they call them A, B, and C. But because they're on different keys, basically, if you play a concert C. To play a concert C on a B flat instrument, you play B flat.
Okay, okay, smarty pants.
So-
I read bass clef, which was different than treble clef.
Yeah.
So what was a concert C on a bass clef baritone?
Depends on what you were playing.
It'd be
What
the
instrument
first,
were you playing?
The first ledger line above the bass clef is middle C, and
But
that's a concert C. But if you're playing, say, a baritone sax, I don't
Look
know
at
what
Alan is
clef
with
they
us.
use.
Alan showing up?
Yeah.
There's
So
Alan.
Hey,
yeah, I
Alan.
mean, so it depends on what instrument you're playing as to what fingering you would use, because they say that you got a B flat instrument or you got an E flat instrument or whatever, So the reason why he says play a concert C to everybody in the orchestra, because different people will be playing different notes on their particular instrument depending on what instrument they play in. What key they play in, their instrument plays in.
So
I
this
have learned
song is in
stuff tonight, I will
concert
say
E. We're
For us
in
guitarists,
So
we
you're
must say
concert E.
C because if we play C, it's concert C.
Okay.
yes.
Unless, of course, your snark is not working, and
Okay, well, this is in concert E. That makes me a rock and roller on this song.
there you go.
I saw you talking on your cellular phone. I heard you tell someone you's leaving home. I saw you pack your bags and walk out the door. I heard you push that Porsche to the floor. Did not believe, I may believe her now. Daddy said, son, don't believe anything you hear. Only believe half of what you see. Well, honey, you've been gone almost half a year. Looks like it's time for starting to believe. I may believe her now. Did not believe that we would ever part. Did not believe that you could break my heart. Did not believe that we would say goodbye. Did not believe that you could make me cry. Did not believe a believer now. Dad said, son, don't believe anything you hear, only believe half of what you see. Well, honey, you've been gone almost half a year. Looks like it's time for starting to believe. I'm a believer now. I'm a believer now. I'm a believer now. I saw you talking on your cellular phone. I heard you tell someone you's leaving home. I saw you pack your bags and walk out the door. Did not believe it was you before. Did not believe it we would ever part. Did not believe it you could break my heart. Did not believe it we would say goodbye. Did not believe it you could make me cry. Did not believe. I'm a believer now. Oh, yeah. There it is. Hey, Alan.
How low can he go? My goodness. That was a deep note.
Oh, that was a concert F flat
Ah, yes.
or something. Who is it? Is
I've
that
been flat
is
before.
Alan down in Houston? But he's on our show.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey,
It
Alan, how you
looks
doing?
like him anyway. Somebody that, at least somebody looks like him.
I'm his doppelganger tonight.
Ah.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I was disappointed on my open mic attempts tonight. So here I am.
Oh,
You-
so
Their
Their
basically,
loss is
so
your
we're
gain.
okay. I would say we're the last resort, is what you're saying.
Yeah, well, no, it's been nice to kind of get out from going to the hospital twice a day and staying at the house.
Yeah. Well,
And meet-
best to your sister, man.
Meet some locals. Yeah, she's doing good. It's just taking forever to get her strength and back enough to get out of the hospital. And
It takes some of us longer than others.
yeah,
Oh, so you on her computer? Is that what it is? Or
no, this is my laptop I brought down here.
your laptop?
Yeah, and yeah, no, I had a lot of fun at this open mic last night. I may have seen on Facebook this
Yeah.
Surfer Cowboy, really interesting place, and if you read the article that I attached to it, but they were having an open mic again tonight, and I learned, well, you can call and reserve a spot. So I called, and they like, well, it's full, but there is an Allen on the list. I had mentioned I might come tonight, but I didn't say put my name on the list. I wonder if they put my, but she didn't know if it was the same Allen or a different Allen.
Oh, you just claim it is.
What did you ask her how she spelled it?
Well, I don't know if that would have meant anything. But
You just show up and tell the guy you're the real Alan. That's all.
yeah, I should have, could have, would
Must be-
have. But so what happened was, well, I thought, well, there's another open mic I found out about, actually just off the road on the route to the hospital. And I went by there about noon and went in and yeah, kind of learned, felt out the situation, because I want to know, is it a blues jam or is it, a bunch of rap singers or what? But anyway, it looked like a suitable open mic.
Cool.
So I go by there about 7:15 tonight, and well, it was canceled tonight. Well, thanks for telling me now.
Oh,
So, well, I could drive out to the other one, but it's about 12 miles away. I don't know. I'll come back here and hang out with my buds here.
we're glad
Absolutely.
you're here.
We're
Glad to
Ace
see
is
you.
next, and then you are after Ace.
Okay, I'm after Ace. That's all I need to know.
And
Right.
Ace is next. So Ace,
All right. Here he
it's
is.
all up to you now.
I'm gonna do. You guys are familiar with this song. This is written for in honor of Bobby Montgomery, and it's a Texas waltz, of course. Just another waltz for Texas. Just another twirl around the floor. Just another waltz for Texas. You know there's always time for one more. The click of the heels scrapes the polished wood floors as bright sweeping skirts catch the eye. With hearts fill the room with a crescendo of love that drifts across the broad Texas sky. We'll keep our heads up as we move to the music and gaze into each other's eyes. Just another waltz for Texas. Just another twirl around the floor. Just another waltz for Texas. You know there's always time for one more. When the rhythm of the music seems to sweep up your heart and the sweet harmonies sweep and fall, let's extend this night just a little bit longer. Another waltz across Texas, y'all. We'll keep our heads up as we move to the music and gaze into each other's eyes. Just another waltz for Texas. Just another twirl around the floor. Just another waltz for Texas. You know there's always time for one more. You know there's always time for one more.
What an earnest song.
I have no idea what that means. I hope you liked it, though.
Ernest Tubbs.
Yeah. Okay.
I was being funny.
No, that
It
was
wasn't
not.
funny.
No, it was funny because I wasn't catching the. I thought you meant Ernest. No, Ernest
did.
Tubb. That's a
Well,
great compliment, man. Yeah, waltz across Texas.
I
Well,
thought
you know
about
the
Ernest
importance of being earnest. right?
Oh yes, I love that play. Yeah.
All right, Alan.
Alan looks puzzled.
Yeah, I was making the mistake of clicking on things on my computer screen, and
Oh, you
Listen,
shouldn't do
Zoom for a
that.
minute.
You shouldn't do that. I find it irritating.
yeah,
So is it humid down there, Alan?
yeah, it's real hot and humid today. But the thing I've been saying, there have been any number of days where, well, for a few days anyway, that it was often cloudy and a little bit of rain at one time or another. So it wasn't like just beating down hot sun constantly. We had some break, but right now it's mostly blue skies and
Well, according to my computer, we're down to single or double digits. It's 99 now in Carrollton. So
Yeah. My wife and I got on a cruise in Houston one time, and we took off in the morning, and it was after lunch before we got to the ocean. It's as close to the ocean as you would think. It winds around, you know. I think it's Houston.
I thought they go out of Galveston.
that's what I thought.
I didn't know cruise ships
Oh no, that
went
was
out of.
that was New Orleans.
Well, then New Orleans, you have to go
But we
down.
did- but we
You have
did
to.
take a-
You
we
have to
took
go
a
down the
cruise.
river.
Right.
But New Orleans is on the river, so you have to continue to go down the river to get to the Gulf.
Maybe that was the one that took so long, but it
Yeah.
was, it took
That
a
would've
long
taken
time
a
to get
while.
to the ocean.
Yeah, it does take a while to get down
Because
there. And
the only thing coming up the Houston ship channel is the oil tankers. I don't even think they do container
I
ships.
think we
so.
took a cruise out of Houston though. I'll have to
It's
check.
probably out of Galveston. I'm thinking.
Yeah, I know. But
yeah, out of Galveston. The interesting thing about going down the river, out of New Orleans is that they have these pilots they have to take on at certain places in the river that only know those sections of river. So they have different pilots that have to guide you through those sections of river.
Oh, Mark Twain.
Interesting.
Well, anyway,
Harry,
Alan,
that's exactly what I was thinking.
it's up to you.
What?
Is it my turn?
It
It's
is
your turn.
Your turn,
You're in
Alan.
line.
After Ace.
Yeah. I went out to Galveston Saturday or Sunday. Spent Sunday night in Galveston for a little diversion. One year, I went down there for lunch with my sister and her husband. So that'd be some years ago. And we were eating lunch at the Spot or whatever the name of that place. It's like opposite the Pleasure Pier.
Yep.
And for some reason, my sister wanted to run back to the car and get something. And she said when she ran to the car, she passed Paula Dean.
Oh, my.
Yeah.
And apparently she goes on some of the cruises and does demonstrations or something
Oh,
like that.
wow. Yeah. My daughter went to school in Savannah, Georgia, and we would walk past Paula Dean's. And she said, "Ah, no, Dad. If you want Southern cooking, you want to go to Sisters of the New South." So we went where the locals went because we saw a line at Lady and Son, which is her restaurant in Savannah, and there was a big line. I thought, man, there's a lot of people waiting to get to eat. And somebody told me, says, no, they're waiting to get a reservation 3 nights from now.
Wow.
I don't believe it.
That's the way they do it.
That's the way they do it. I wouldn't.
Anyway, Alan, sing us a song.
I guess we're here for music, right?
Have
So
y'all noticed?
I just have my little Johnson.
Have y'all noticed how Alan's starting to look like Troy? Doesn't he look kind of look
Or
like?
is Troy starting to look like Alan?
Have you ever seen them together?
Oh, that's right. I haven't.
I just had to throw that in there, but I was just thinking that. So
My friend Sunny, she's out in Maui, Hawaii. She said she spotted Woody Harrelson the other day walking in. And anyway, I don't know what that has to do with anything.
nothing.
So I guess I'm still.
Well, that means you're putting yourself in a category with celebrities.
Yeah, I guess so. Or maybe criminals. I guess I'll do my crime song here. That's one of my diversions while I'm down here. They got a channel, the True Crime Network. So, yeah, here we go. I hope this guitar sounds okay. I do have original sound on. So, they found her dead at the bottom of the stairs. The cops were puzzled when they got there. The husband claims he was out of town. Now tell us about those rumors going around. You see, I'm a true crime junkie. Gotta know who done it. They're all so cunning. So hold on steady, I'll get the popcorn ready. Check his shoes and get more clues. The true crime junkie, watching all night long. And around town whispers filled the air about some scandalous affairs. Now a mystery car drove off in the dark. They later found it burned up in a park. A true crime junkie, you won't be surprised if all the alibis turn out to be a bunch of lies. Hold on steady, I'll get the popcorn ready. I'm cooked something silly, yeah, call me guilty. Being a true crime junkie, watching all night long. I could binge for 48 hours on Dateline. I got 20/20 vision. Now what will forensic files say? Will DNA put the perp away? True crime junkie is what I am. An armchair detective kind of man. Now hold on steady, I get the popcorn ready. I'll be going strong all night long. True crime junkie, I'm a true crime junkie. True crime junkie. Now if you're a true crime junkie, put your hands up now. That was fun over at Love and War when I sang that last line. Put your hands up now, and everybody ate that. Yeah,
I like that one. That's a good one.
yeah. I got a phone call coming in. I'm gonna mute.
Okay. Well, this one should have plenty of black keys in it. It's in the key of F sharp, if my notes are correct from the last time I did it. Got the capo 2 and I'm playing in the key of E, so this will be in concert F sharp. Well, I gave up all my climbing up the ladder to success. I got knocked down at every run, just weren't my time, I guess. I tried to slay the giants, but they slew me, I confess. I chucked it all and went my own way. Well, you may say I'm aimless, but I say that's a plus. 'Cause when you're going nowhere, you're always on the right bus. And if you're thinking to yourself that I'm cantankerous, you just need to walk a mile in my blues. I gave my all to love with a girl that I once knew. She told me I had no idea what I was supposed to do. She laughed and ran away, yeah, she left me feeling blue. I just chucked it all and went my own way. Well, you may say I'm aimless, but I say that's a plus. 'Cause when you're going nowhere, you're always on the right bus. And if you're thinking to yourself that I'm cantankerous, you just need to walk a mile in my blues. I gave my all to others, yeah, I tried to be a saint. I spent my days serving one and all without complaint. But I could not satisfy them, though I worked till I would faint. I just chucked it all and went my own way. Well, you may say I'm aimless, but I say that's a plus. 'Cause when you're going nowhere, you're always on the right bus. And if you're thinking to yourself that I'm cantankerous, well, you just need to walk a mile in my blues. Yeah, you just need to walk a mile in my blues.
You could
That was
probably
in the
sell
key
that
of F
probably.
sharp, so it's got plenty of black keys there.
That's G flat, right?
It could be,
Yeah.
but that would be a whole lot. But that'd be double black keys, I think, something to that effect. Anyway, it's now time for Barbara McMillen.
Alrighty.
I was going to try to use drums on this, but I'm not sure what the tempo is. I think maybe this is it. When the moon looks over sawdust floors in Texas, porch nights another sun next is promenade this girl around the dance floor looking right. Like, those drums just get, I have to change them like every time, I guess. When you learn to do the polka down in Texas, you could grab that gal though you may not know her name. Heel toe step, heel toe, let's go round the floor, you know. Across the Lone Star State is a Texas promenade. You don't have to be country to dance in Texas. Loosen up and then you'll have it made. You don't have to live in the Lone Star State to polka, but you gotta have Texas in your heart to promenade. When you learn to do the polka down in Texas, you can grab that gal though you may not know her name. Heel toe step, heel toe, let's go round the floor, you know. Across the Lone Star State is the Texas promenade. When you learn to do the polka down in Texas, you can grab that gal though you may not know her name. Heel toe step, heel toe, let's go round the floor, you know. Across the Lone Star State is the Texas promenade. All right, I wrote that song for a Dallas dance. Oh, and that reminds me, there's another song on that album that I should be singing. I've got to relearn it. It's called the Dallas Freeze.
Ah,
I wrote a song called the Dallas Freeze because at one point when I was playing in a country band and we were playing big country dance halls, there was a real popular line dance called the Dallas Freeze.
I remember that one.
You do? You remember it? So I wrote a song about the Dallas Freeze,
Oh, that's cool.
so people could freeze to it. But I need to dig that up.
That was probably the most popular line dance the last time I went line dancing.
Yeah, it was really popular in the clubs, Bell Star and all of those club places. And
Now I have to remember the name of the place I used to always go.
there was a pretty cool. Were you still living in Carrollton?
Yeah, it was
was
in
a-
Addison.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It was a cowboy steakhouse.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh, I can't. Oh, that's going to drive me crazy.
I know.
I'll blurt it out as soon as I remember it. But
I think my dog is barking to go outside. I got to go check on her.
okay.
You right
and
there.
While you're checking, we'll let Mr. Harry Hewlett take the spotlight here.
Okie dokie. Or
And
jokey.
you're on, Harry.
Okay. First time we got together, you said I was uncouth. You hated my red pickup, my high heel lizard boots. Said if we were gonna make it, so few things had to change. Before I knew what hit me, my whole life was rearranged. You made me buy a suit and tie, lease a foreign car, and you jilted me for some dude at your private health club bar. His love leaves you unsatisfied, you need my kind of man. Now you say you want me back, well darling, here I am, warts and all. What you see is what you're getting, warts and all. His fancy clothes and big time money do not make you happy, honey. If you really want me, you'll take me, warts and all. The day that you ran out, my fragile ego felt the shock. So I took my trusty pickup off those backyard cement blocks. I smiled as my butt hit the seat, my old self again. A simple redneck horny toad, that's all I've ever been, warts and all. What you see is what you're getting, warts and all. This fancy clothes and big time money do not make you happy, honey. If you really want me, you'll take me warts and all. I love you, and your stuck-up ways don't change a hair for me. Just understand I've got to keep my own identity. Warts and all. What you see is what you're getting, warts and all. This fancy clothes and big-time money do not make you happy, honey. If you really want me, you'll take me, warts and all. If you really want me, you'll take me, warts and all. Warts and all, the love song. Right there. Thank you very much.
All right. Wonderful, wonderful.
Next.
And now it's time for Ace Pounder.
We have arrived at that time. Harry, I don't believe you have any warts. So anyway, this is a song. This is a song I wrote a long time ago, but I revised thanks to some comments on one of our Thursday extravaganzas. But anyway, this is called "Was I Really Destined to Come to Texas?" Well, I was talking with a friend just the other day about the music that we both love, about Jerry, Jeff, and Willie, and almost Governor Kinky, and the fiddle part, and Bob Will's Faded Love. I developed this mania when still in Pennsylvania, and I heard about the Rose of San Antone. Perhaps I was destined to come to Texas and make this place my home. Was I really destined to come to Texas? Was I born to see the Alamo? Was I meant to write sonnets about blue bonnets and hang out in San Angelo? Was I really destined to come to Texas, where folks don't have to fit into mold? Was I really destined to come to Texas? Was it just to get out of the cold? Well, you know, I guess I was destined to come to Texas, where Fort Worth waves a howdy to the west, with hill country flowers and river walk hours, and Austin's charming weirdness is the best. Well, I guess I was destined to come to Texas, where fairways in the winter turn to gold. I guess I was destined to come to Texas, where Texas music blares out from the soul. I'm glad I was destined to come to Texas, because I surely didn't get out of the cold. I think I wrote this in the winter, and that's the meaning of the last lines, because I'm thinking right today doesn't have that bite to it, if you know what I mean.
Well, Ace, we are glad you're in Texas.
Thank you.
We're happy to have you here with us. Alan, have you wandered off? Give him.
Shane.
I think he just slipped out of his chair onto the floor there.
Oh, okay.
He's taking a nap.
All right. Well, tell you what, we'll just move on. Then when he makes his return, we'll let him jump in at that point. So I guess that means it's up to me. And this one is without the capo, and I'm playing it in the key of D. So this is a concert D. So I guess I'm supposed to do this. There I am. Okay. Well, she walks into the room, her presence just fills the air. All the men folk quit their talking and they just turn around to stare. And it's really hard to tell if she's flattered or just enduring her belief that it seems like a curse is born so alluring. Well, she's alluring when she's dressed to the nines or dressed mundane, and with or without any makeup, she can drive the men insane. But she's really not thrilled, she's so unfulfilled, it feels as if she's wrapped in chains. 'Cause the lady's not superficial, she's also got brains. There's no stimulating conversation, just remarks about her looks. Her appearance at the forefront, not the wisdom learned from books. But their focus on her appearance is utterly obscuring that she really doesn't care that they find her so darn alluring. Well, she's alluring when she's dressed to the nines or dressed mundane, with or without any makeup, she can drive the men insane. But she's really not thrilled, she's so unfulfilled, it feels as if she's wrapped in chains. 'Cause the lady's not superficial, she's also got brains. Maybe someday she'll meet someone who looks beyond her visage. He may quote Emerson and Keats and present a more scholarly image, and he'll be eager to know her opinions on things enduring. And it's not so important to him that she's utterly alluring. She's alluring when she's dressed to the nines or dressed mundane, with or without any makeup, she can drive the men insane. But she's really not thrilled, she's so unfulfilled, she feels as if she's wrapped in chains. 'Cause the lady's not not superficial, she's also got brains. Yeah, the lady's not superficial, she's also got brains. And I got a line off in my little cheat sheet here and changed the chord structure, and it still seemed to work. I just had to find a different melody. So that happens every now and again.
The creative process, man.
And Alan is still not there, so I guess we'll move on to Barb.
You know, whatever a genius does, it's right. You know, it just
That's it. Like Mr. Dodson.
yeah, like Mr. Dodson, it's just right.
Yeah, I guess Alan got on the phone. Remember, he had a phone call?
Is that what it was?
Yeah. All righty. And so here we are. I'm going to do a song that's been this takes me way back. What would it take to make you sure of me once more? My one big mistake was when I let you close the door. Baby, I didn't know the sun was already shining. Only you were the one who could make me see. Pieces of dreams come back to haunt me every night. I reach out for you, thinking you're somewhere by my side. Baby, I didn't know the sun was already shining. Only you were the one who could make me see. It was shining on me. Baby, I didn't know the sun was already shining. Only you were the one who could make me see. Baby, I didn't know the sun was already shining. Only you were the one who could make me see. It was shining on me.
Very nice.
Oh, that's pretty.
They're really beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful song.
I think I need to take that down a half a step, Keith. I think I'm going to do what you were going up with yours. I think I need to go down with that one.
All right. Well, Harry, It's up to you.
Okay, well, this is in the key of D, concert D. This is in concert D on the guitar. Hey, Alan's back. You want to let Alan do one? Alan, you want to do one?
Let's work him in.
Let's work you in.
Yeah, Alan.
Yeah, it's your turn. Yeah, I'll follow.
We
him.
passed
scared,
you
yeah.
up.
I'm scared. Yeah, no, I just got yapping on the phone.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Let me pick a song real quick. How did that guitar sound a minute ago?
The guitar sounded good.
Was it sounding okay?
Yeah. Yeah, it was fine.
And I'm just using the laptop microphone tonight. Maybe I've been worried too much about stuff. Let's do this one. Okay. All right. Lipstick and bullets. I don't even have a strap on this guitar. At least it's lightweight enough you can keep it from falling off. Oops. Daisy's got drama with her mama and a man with a mullet. She prances through the big box store and buys lipstick and bullets. She got me running down old friends, running down her promises of heaven round the bend. I want to fly away, 'cause it's all gone crazy. Take me miles away and find a place where I belong. Hello. But yeah, I can pick 'em. My soul takes a licking. I jump in my pickup as big red lips takes her shots at me. Now my boots are shaking, or is that the ground below? I'm so rattled I can't tell for sure anymore. I want to fly away, escape the crazy, get miles away from where it all went wrong. Man in the suit, he smiles as he hands me a check. Says, don't you worry, boy, there's no reason to fret. I got holes in my pocket, holes in the back of my jeans, hole in the ground where my water comes out. Now it burns like kerosene. I want to fly away. It's all gone crazy. Take me miles away and find the place where I belong. I want to fly away, escape the crazy, get miles away from where it all went wrong.
Yeah.
My sister's got the old family upright piano upstairs. I thought about playing it, but I'd have to move my laptop upstairs and all that stuff.
That's a good one. There's a Nitty Gritty Dirt song about the old upright piano that only Grandma played.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. There's a one. It's a Burl and Ives, I think it is. Or I forget. Does that sound like a piano maker name?
Burl
I'm
Ives
thinking-
was a folk singer.
Yeah, Burl. It's Ives and something or other.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but he
No,
made
we're
the
not gonna take
he made the real money in the piano business.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Upstairs, take a look at it real quick. Okay.
it's time for Harry.
We had an old upright piano at home, and I think we tried to sell it one time, and the piano tuner, whoever it was, he said, you're not going to get anything for it. He said it doesn't have enough brass in it. He said that's the way you tell if one of those old uprights was any good or not, is how much metal it had in it. And if it had a lot, it was worth a lot more.
I just marvel how they got this one upstairs here.
They're heavy. They're really heavy.
Yeah.
So were they thinking about it as a salvage thing? It's got a lot of metal in it. It's worth
I don't
some
know.
salvage money.
But all that metal bracing and stuff that they have in there had, I guess, I don't know. But that's all I remembered about it. He didn't go into any more detail than that. I guess he figured it wouldn't have made any sense to us anyway.
A friend of mine here up in Dallas bought a piano on an auction, like an estate sale, for like $8. Nobody else wanted it, but it cost him like $300 or $400 to get it brought to his house.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do my new song again. This is still a very much in a work in progress, but try it, see how it goes. I gave my heart to Jesus, just a little kid. The road was much too narrow. Let me start over. I gave my heart to Jesus, just a little kid. Thought I'd go to heaven no matter what I did. The road was much too narrow. The end is now in sight. Lord, help me if I find out I was wrong. Told a woman that I loved her, wasn't long we had a child. Told them both that I'd be back for them in just a little while. Told myself to just keep going, they'd be better off alone. Lord, help me if I find out I was wrong. I shot a man in anger, didn't know his name. No way I could forgive him, much less know who was to blame. They said it was my duty. I said a little prayer. Lord, help me if I find out I was wrong. When my life is over, I don't know what I'll see. Bright light, long dark tunnel, Jesus reaching out to me. Will it all turn into darkness or the devil in disguise? Lord help me if I find out I was wrong. Lord help me if I find out I was wrong. That's as far as I got with it so far. Thank you very much.
All right.
Mighty fine.
And now we're on to the incomparable Ace Pounder.
I don't know if I'm incomparable. Incorrigible, perhaps? All right, this is a total experiment. I just really like, as you can tell, I really like this guitar, and I want to try to do a kind of a jazz solo guitar thing on it. Luckily, I have written a jazz solo guitar thing, but all basically I wrote is the theme, and the rest of it is basically to be improvised. So the question remains, can I make an interesting enough improvisation to get to the restatement of the theme or not? So anyway, this song is written, it's taken from a song that my brother and I used to listen to when we were kids. And so it's called Blues for Dan, my late brother. And that's it. That's about all I got.
Very nice.
Oh, thank you. It just, it's a blues thing. What can I say?
That blues is great. I love the blues. Well, Alan, you got another one for us?
Maybe. Oh, now, see, here's that piano.
Oh, all right.
Ivers and Pond.
Ivers and Pond. Okay.
Looks like a nice one.
Yeah, it needs a little tune up, but it's still visually in good shape.
It's big.
Big, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I can just reach behind me and
Yeah.
Enormous, really.
kind of dwarfs my hand. which
It's one
kind of,
you could stand on and play with your feet. You know.
yeah. So I don't know. I've not attempted. This was my last composition, which I played once or twice, and I have not touched it in several weeks. This could be interesting. This is that song, Box of Memories. I did it at Love and War. I remember doing it there. Let's see if I can play it. Remember how it goes. Let's see. I'm not trying to remember how the chorus goes. Well, we'll find out as we go, won't we? Sometimes I stumble on a box of memories. You could say it's like my own documentary. There are trinkets and gadgets and souvenir mementos, concert ticket stubs and old black and white photos. Here's one of us kids on the block, a set of keys to some forgotten lock. Now, seeing these things, I start to reminisce about the good times and others that I don't miss. I think of special folks that I have known, enough of love and lessons I've been shown. I don't know why I kept these things so long, but to throw them out now would seem so wrong. Now I forget what I was doing just before I open up this box in the drawer. What was I looking for? Now I open my eyes and I shake off my daydream of days past and what it all means. It's time to get out and make some more memories. The road ahead is still waiting for me. It's time to travel, make new friends, sing new songs, collect new odds and ends. Now it's time to get back to my chores. I put the box back in the drawer and wonder what I was looking for. Trinkets and old concert ticket stubs. There are some great ones I saw with my old loves. Still maybe could use a little tweaking, but that's
I like
where
the
it's
ending.
at. Huh?
Yeah.
What'd you say?
I like the ending. I like the way you leave it off. That's cool.
Yeah, just to me, like one of those things you walk away. Yeah, I need to see those concert ticket stubs. Yeah, I got a few of them. I saw the Beatles once. I still got that ticket stub. So.
Oh, hold on to that.
Oh yeah.
Hold on
In
to
fact,
that.
I have a picture I took of the Beatles. Never mind that I was way up in the rafters and they're little tiny figures and a little roundy camera, but you can make out 4 figures on stage.
Yeah, I've got a picture of Bill Monroe like that. I was way back in the cheap seats.
Yeah. Yeah, I have another photo like that. I don't know what the band is now. It's lost to memory who I took a picture of.
Well, anyway, we got 5 minutes left. Maybe Alan could sing a special song 5 times.
I got 5 minutes for one more song. Do you want that, my 1 minute song?
Let's go ahead and do the 1 minute song. It is tradition here. And you missed the first round anyway, so.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So this will get you caught up on the song count.
Unless Barbie's got something going. I hear a drum. Let's see. Okay. Yeah, I went to the open mic thinking, well, maybe I can get on Zoom on my phone and get in a corner and play a song between. But anyway, it didn't happen tonight. So let's see. I guess I usually capo it once, don't I? I got 1 minute left for one more song. The host says his tune can't be too long. Feel like I better pick up the pace. For a blue-haired teen with a ukulele takes my place. Now there's just half a minute left to finish and persuade someone to hire me for a gig where I actually will get paid. There's a girl up front and I want to impress her, but so little time, so much pressure, but it's too late now, 'cause look, here comes the hook.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, last night at that Surfer Cowboy, when I kept playing one more song, I kept saying, I don't see the hook yet. So it's kind of my own little private in my head joke.
All right, I'm gonna take us off of Facebook and tell everybody to come back next week, and y'all can hang in there and talk a little while if you want to, since we haven't
Alrighty.
talked